Today I want to show you how to make bitter melon with pork ribs soup. That is bitter melon. You can buy this from Asian supermarket or some other supermarkets now. They become very, I would say, common, but you can see them in non-Asian markets as well. And these are bitter, but they're not too bad. When you cook them in the soup, they actually decrease in bitterness. Okay, and I want to show you my pork ribs, which had been cut into small pieces. Anyway, these are some ingredients that you might need. I mean, I prefer, since I'm Thai American, so I prefer fish sauce. In this case, a squid brand. I guess it's made out of squid, but they call fish sauce. Well, how confusing, isn't it? Anyway, and of course we can't live without garlic here. And you can add other ingredients like a little bit of sugar. I don't use MSG though. So anyway, I cut this into half, and then I split them into another half, and then I use a spoon here to scrape off the seeds. Let me show you what I cut them out here into pieces, big pieces, and in the middle there are seeds, bunch of seeds here, so you can remove them by using a spoon here and just scrape them off, and you end up with this without the seeds. And in my case, I'm probably gonna cut it into another half, and this will get some sort of tender, but not not like falling apart after maybe an hour of simmering. Okay, so let me show you what is sorry about the little bloody that is my pork ribs. So basically you just fill up the pan, the pot with like half full, and then as you can see on the top, I cut and smash garlic into pieces like that and put them in here. I also added a little bit of vegetarian soup base. You can see some particle floating up there. So basically, I mean, you can first boil the water until it's boiling. Then you can add your pork in there as you want, or you can just add them here at the beginning. In this case, I think when you slow cook here, heat it up a little bit at a time until it's boiling. I think the bone marrow will come out, it release more taste. Now, also you will see a lot of bubbles when it start to boil. You can actually use a big spoon or and scrape off those bubbles off the surface of your soup. Okay, so you don't want too much of those in there. So anyway, I'll probably, when it start to boil, I will add my, actually I can go ahead and add my bitter melon right now. It probably not gonna make much difference because it takes some time for, not a whole lot of time, for the bitter melon to cook. It doesn't take long, but you want them to cook a little bit longer so they become tender, and bitterness kind of reduced after that. It's probably gonna take like an hour, maybe less, to finish the whole thing, but there's not really much to do here. Okay, so I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, so I cut this more into halves, so I'm gonna start put them in here. It's not boiling yet, but it's okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. I might have to take out some of the soup water, just gonna overflow. So all right, so you get the idea. I'll be back. I'm gonna add a little bit more white pepper here, just to enhance the aroma or the taste a little bit. I already take out some of the soup here because I don't want it to overflow. So Be right back. I'm gonna add a little bit of fish sauce, but not too much, because you can also always add them later. You know, one if you put too much of it, and then you might have to dilute with more water, which is not good. So anyway, it's not necessary, you know, to put a lot at the beginning. Sorry. I'll put the lid on, but not completely closed. I know it's gonna probably overflow when it starts to boil, so I have to watch it carefully. Yeah, I think I put a little bit too much bit of melon, don't you think? Well, it'll be done. Now it start to boil from the bottom. You can see the bubbles. Also, you can see a lot of black kind of residual bubbles on top from, I guess, from the pork ribs. So I'm gonna scrape them off. This, you know, of course they don't look good, right? This bubble on the top. I'll do that and let this simmer for, I don't know, half an hour or so. I want to show you the vegetarian bouillon mix, and I believe it is organic. Let me show what it looks like. I got this from Chinese supermarket, 99 rand supermarket. You don't need to use this a lot, you know. It's like powder with bits of some sort of look like carrots, but I'm not sure what they are. But you don't want to use too much because they get pretty salty. What should we say? They didn't say organic, gluten-free. It might be GMO. I'm not sure. Maybe next time I'll look for organic product, right? Anyway, I just use a little bit of this just for flavor. And you know, if you want a quick soup, get a coffee cup like this. Put just a tiny bit of this in there. Add water. Heat it up in your microwave. Stir it. I mean, you put like a minute, you know. Put, you know, just like your cup of soup, whatever. And you can add a little bit of scallions and cilantro in it. That's a very quick soup. It will take you like a minute to do it. You know, chop your scallions and cilantros. Add a little bit of this. Put water. Put the scallions and your cilantro in there, and put it in microwave for 1 minute, and there you go. That'll be your quick soup. Really convenient, and I think it's healthy, refreshing, especially in winter. Just a little tip: quick soup in 1 minute. How you like that, huh? I've reduced my stove a little bit from high to medium here, and just to make sure that it's still boiling. Actually, you can probably lower a little bit more. So I'm gonna simmer this. As you can see, the melon start to turn light green, you know. So I'm probably gonna do this another half an hour or so. And also to cook the ribs to the inside. I want to make sure they're well done, of course. So I might, from time to time, I might have to stir them a little bit, just make sure that they're submerged, right? So looks pretty good. You can see a lot of oil bubbles on top, huh? Let it boil, let it simmer for a little bit more, half an hour. I think it is pretty much done. I mean, you can let it simmer for another 10 minutes or so. It's not gonna hurt anything, but you can serve it in a little bowl and top it with cilantro. That would be really nice. Well, enjoy and try it. It's pretty easy to make. It only takes about an hour. Most of the time it's just simmering. And it depends on how, you know, how much pork and bit of melon you have. And if you cook less than this, maybe like 45 minutes, something like that. So anyway, hope you learn something and try it at home. Very easy to make and healthy. Well, I guess the pork, you eat too much pork might not be as healthy, so moderation is the key. Alrighty, enjoy. Bye, see you later. Here you are, finished product. Smells so good here. Bitter melon with pork rib soup. As you can see, I put some cilantro on top as a nice garnishment and also eatable. Well, thank you for watching again. Try it at home. You'll love it. Thank you.